Do this. Thank you very much. This is being
Thank you.
recorded. So, to have proof we showed up for you, as well as proof that you can pivot with this whole time change. Let us know in the comments as you arrive here live or on the replay. How are you feeling about this time change? How are your children? What have you been noticing about their sleep patterns? Welcome to this masterclass. This masterclass is going to be a mini, short, condensed version because we want you to be able to integrate and be able to actually use just a couple of small tools which will make a huge impact in your life. My name is Rochelle McFarlane. I'm an energetic medicine woman who loves to create little pieces like this that are digestible so you can step into your stress free parenting path. And my lovely co host here.
Kate. Your lovely co-host is Kate. My name is Kate Young. I am a holistic nutritionist, frequency medicine practitioner, a numerologist, a toxin-free living educator, and a mom. And I can tell you for sure that knowing how to support your littlest of littles through a time change, which happens to us twice a year, dang it, um, is life changing. So follow along. Excited you're all here.
Yeah, it sure has. Because I remember when I didn't have these tools, not only was my whole being spatial awareness off, I kind of dreaded it. And then it would also, nighttime and morning time was hideous. And so when I landed into these tools quite a few years ago, I was like, wow, everybody needs these. And I'm sure, Kate, you probably could attest to what it's like. It's also just creating that space to actually use them. And yeah, did you have a little piece that you wanted to share before we dove into this?
Um, no, you know what? This is just one of my favoriteest, most favorite. I don't know what the proper grammar is there. I'm tired. Um,
It's past 8. Why do we have
it
to grammar?
is. Yeah, grammar. This is one of my most favorite tools, that's at my fingertips for me and the kids because it works for so many things. Not just what we're talking about here. It can be used for multiple different things, which is great. It's a go-to type thing. But we have to go through this time change twice a year, and you think as an adult that it kicks your butt. Think about what it does to those little wee ones who are still trying to get their footing in, the manifested world that is Earth and our linear time and our night and day and our circadian rhythms. And this is for babies. This is killer. And you can do this all the time on babies because they are so wacky and all over the place that it's just really, really helpful for circadian rhythm stuff. So the fact that we're put under this stress twice a year by whoever says we have to go through this stress twice a year, the powers that be, um, it's just amazing having this in your back pocket to pull out and just support everybody's systems through it.
Oh, absolutely. And for those that might be traveling and going in different time zones or working with different time zones, this is something that you can, like Kate said, have in your back pocket that you can pull out and just use. So, first off, before we dive into this, hydration and our breath are really important. You hear us talking about that a lot. It is a go to, but sometimes can be so overlooked. So, I'm going to cheers you and I'm going to take a breath and invite you all to do the same. Is just feel your feet on the floor, enjoy some hydration with us, slow your roll down so that
My
you
roll
really
is slow today.
so you can really get the most out of these tools. In just a moment you're going to see me. I'm going to share my screen. You might have seen a post. I'm not sure if I've actually put it in the group yet. It will be there coming very soon for you. And we're going to be tracing a meridian. And a meridian is basically a line on the body that holds an electrical pulse. And in that electrical pulse, when we stimulate it, either through touching within that 3 inches of hovering over the body or actually a deep touch, whatever feels best for you, we're inviting you to pay attention. So we're going to be showing you, I will be showing my screen in just a moment so you can see where this line is on your body. Now, the biggest part about when we're using our children in these or sharing with our children, yeah, because we like to use children. Yeah, that's great grammar I have today. Thank you. I love to use my children all the time. They're great tools. Child labor. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad this is being recorded. As I take an in breath and exhale, I invite you to do the same thing. With this meridian, what I'm wanting to draw attention to is that it is an electrical space in our body. And when we stimulate it, we are actually working to back things up. And as I bring this up, what I want to draw real close attention to, let me just move my notes here. This specific meridian actually helps us with releasing an old pattern. It helps us to let go a previous useful idea. And let's just face it, the previous useful idea is whatever time you're watching this at, that was an hour behind just a couple of days ago. Now we're springing ahead. So if you're also finding this and you're watching this now, because this is part of our membership site as well, was where this video is going to be stored and behind the scenes at espparent.ca. You might be watching it when we fell back and in the falls, or maybe, like I said, you may be experiencing that jet lag, depending if you're traveling or going to a different time zone. I know that here in BC, Golden's not very far where my dad is, and sometimes I lose an hour when I go to see him. So this is a great little tool that we can use, and I'm going to pull up my screen here. You're going to see a couple of little things. I'll make it bigger. Bear with me. This is so fun. I like doing this part. Here we go. So as I mentioned, it's the meridian. You can kind of see this purple line here, and watch this fancy stuff. I'm going to show you with a red line that it starts right here. And it goes up in this direction of the body. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hands just like this. And I like to call it the center core. And then you're going to slowly bring those hands up as if you're zipping a big jacket. And the hands are going to come up your body. And you're going to touch your chin just like so. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And just like this says, we're going to use this affirmation that's here. And as we're tracing this line, surrender to feeling the breath, how it feels in the body, and what this is like for you. And so the hands are going to come up, touching the chin. Hands are going to come out just like Kate's showing us. You can think about, I'm bringing in my energy with an inhale and an exhale, releasing all that's no longer serving me. And we're going to now lean into these words, because part of this whole time thing is just an idea we carry in our mind. So when we can tune our mind into words that can serve us, words like, I'm filled with clarity, my thoughts support my highest good, my mind is clear. So we're just going to do this a couple more times. And as you're doing this, notice if you need to slow down, maybe press a little firmer on your body, and then invite your children to do the same. Let them feel what it feels like. So if you need to pause the video before we go on to the next step, you are so welcome to do so. So I'm going to bring this down because I know how to do that. Perfect. Excellent. Welcome back. Here I am. And part of this meridian now, it's just about clearing the energy pieces within the body. And you can do this any time of day. And then in our membership site, there's actually specific times of day. There's peak hours for the different organs that we have. This one is a generic one though. It can be used anytime, anywhere, and just helping you to step onto that stress-free parenting path. The next little bit that we're going to do, and Kate is at such a great level to show, is we're just going to do that raglan sleeve massage. So you just demonstrate rubbing this little area right where the arm meets the body and inviting you to do the same. You can have deep pressure, you can have light pressure. Noticing how it feels on your body. And you may have to clear your throat when this happens. You may have to clear other parts of your body. Yes, I'm talking about those things, bodily functions. So just really pay attention to how your body feels. Because when we're moving this energy, anything can start to show itself. You may have to scratch your head, just like Kate's doing. You might feel something different sensation. There is nothing wrong at all. Just really focus on how that feels. So rubbing that spot. And then the next little bit, this is one that we've never actually taught before in these classes. This is something new. I thought, hey, let's bring this part that's new. You'll feel the eminence, frontal eminence right here. And then your fingertips are going to just go right up on the top. And you'll notice that Kate's having a yawn. I'm going to have one too. And if you feel that sensation, just allow your body to follow along. And you're going to hold these points just ever so slightly, just to hold the skin. There's just stillness and light touch here. And what you'll start to feel is a pulsation beneath those fingertips. And as soon as you start to feel that pulsation, you can just gently bring your hands down. And if there's no pulsation, just relax, take some deep breaths, drink some water, and just allow things to be. And then what'll be really neat is you'll start to feel a different sensation in your body. And I'm going to join Kate in that. We are using these tools in real time. That's the best part of this work that we do, is that as we're sharing and showing, we're actually doing the work on ourselves as well at the same time.
That's true. I am literally feeling more energized as we're doing this, which you would think is not necessarily a good thing at 20 after 8 at night. But it's not stimulant energy like we think of, like, oh, I'm going to have a coffee at 9 o'clock at night. That's not a good idea. It's going to keep me up. It's not that kind of thing. You're bringing the body and the energy back into balance. And when we're in balance, then the body knows how to do what it needs to do. I can see through my eyes that it is dark out. So the body knows that it's nighttime. I know I've been through however many hours of a day already. We know that it's bedtime coming up. This is not a stimulant energy. It's just that clearing energy where you're like, oh, I don't feel like I'm, as fuzzy as I was 15 minutes ago. The body's in balance. The body's going to be, the mind, the body will then be able to, the nervous system will then be able to still shut down, whenever it needs to, and go to bed.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like Kate was saying, this is not a superficial energy. Like, it's not a way. Yeah, I really want to isolate into that. This is not about a stimulant. And if sleep is part of the goal here, what we can do at the very beginning is talk about how sleep comes with ease. I am able to go to sleep with ease. Or if it's the child, my child feels safe to sleep. And the cool part of these tools is that you can use your body on their behalf. And if you want to go deeper in that, I'm going to put a link in the description down below here. You can come and book a session with me. It's a stress release session. And in that session, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to use these tools at a deeper level, specifically for what your needs are. Because let's face it, we're not in a one-size-fits-all. We might be marketed to in that way, but that's not the work that we do here at the ESP Wellness Center. That is not at all. And when we're part of that, what we want to create is a plan how you can integrate tools like these and take it the next step to be able to walk that stress-free parenting path. So if you've enjoyed this, you also know a friend that could create some value in it. I know this video is stored in the website and behind the scenes, but it's also within our Stress-Free Mamas group, Stress-Free Mamas Retreats group. There's so many names and so many things for me to remember. Nonetheless, More notes would be helpful for me, but at the same time, I really care about you, just like Kate. Kate cares about you as well, and we really want to see the best for you. So let us know how you enjoyed this video. If there's any friends or family you would like to invite into the group so that they can access this too. It could be the next best thing where they're saying thank you for introducing them to this space. So much appreciation to you, much gratitude. Let us know if you have any questions and ahas. And in the comments down below, let us know, how did this feel for you? What do you feel that has changed? And better yet, what do you feel like is possible now that you can come back to this video and watch it over again and be able to integrate these tools? So with that, Kate, is there anything that you would like to add to this video here?
No, that's good. I just, yeah, I would love to hear anybody's feedback below as well. Just letting us know how it worked out for you, how you felt running through the protocol, and if you came up with any of your own affirmations around it, like Rochelle was mentioning, if you're using it for something specific to you. You know, what did you come up with that you needed to affirm while you were balancing out the system in this way? Yeah, sharing.
Yeah. All right, make it a great day, and we'll see you very soon.